In this video, we will be discussing cirrhosis, also known as liver cirrhosis. Cirrhosis is a progressive and irreversible chronic liver condition characterized by the replacement of normal hepatic parenchyma, that's the functional tissue of the liver, with fibrotic or scar tissue, along with the formation of regenerative nodules. This process severely affects the liver structure and its ability to function properly, leading to a wide range of complications. Here in this diagram we have the normal liver with healthy hepatocytes, smooth surface, normal color and texture. When disease progresses, we get the early cirrhosis, where we see the fibrotic changes, scar tissue formation, mild surface irregularity and inflammatory changes. And then upon advanced cirrhosis, that is the end stage cirrhosis, we get the extensive fibrosis and scarring, severe surface nodularity, regenerative nodules, portal hypertension changes, and significantly reduced functional liver tissue. So this is the brief outlook of how disease progresses. Now let's explore this condition in detail, starting with pathophysiology first. In pathophysiology of cirrhosis, starting from the very beginning, the initiating factors or the primary triggers that gradually lead to liver damage over time. There are four major categories of initiating factors, each setting off distinct mechanism of injury within the liver. First one is viral hepatitis. Viruses such as hepatitis B and hepatitis C infect liver cells and directly cause protein damage within the hepatocytes. This disruption impairs normal liver function and begins a cycle of cellular stress and inflammation. Second one is alcohol metabolism. With chronic alcohol intake, liver enzymes metabolize ethanol into reactive byproducts. This results in the formation of protein adducts, harmful compounds that bind to and alter liver proteins. These adducts accumulate and initiate toxic responses within the hepatocytes. Third one is MASLD and MASH. These are metabolic conditions formerly known as NAFLD and NASH, where excess fat builds up in the liver, a process called lipid accumulation. Over time, this buildup induces inflammatory responses and sensitizes the liver to further damage. Fourth one is autoimmune causes. In certain individuals, the immune system becomes dysregulated and mistakenly attacks its own liver cells. This leads to immune activation, setting off a persistent inflammatory reaction that damages the liver chronically. Once the initiating factors are in the play, they activate specific molecular pathways that contribute to the liver cell injury and dysfunction. Let's break them down one by one. Protein damage caused by viral infection leads to oxidative stress, where harmful molecules like ROS, reactive oxygen species, and RNS, reactive nitrogen species, are generated, particularly through the action of enzymes like CYP2E1. Then from alcohol metabolism via protein adducts, we get the ER stress by UPR activation and protein misfolding. Third is lipid accumulation, which leads to lipotoxicity, which increases ceramide, and we also get the JNK activation. And fourth one is when the immune system is chronically activated. It triggers innate immune pathways such as TLR activation and TRIF signaling. These pathways amplify the immune responses. Now first of all, we see under the oxidative stress via viral hepatitis, we get the hepatocyte apoptosis that leads to damp release and fibrosis initiation. Second is ER stress, leading to autophagy dysfunction, which in turn leads to proteostasis failure and hepatocyte ballooning. Third one is lipotoxicity, which leads to necroptosis, which gives us inflammatory storm or cytokine storm, and we get the rapid progression of fibrosis. And fourth one is activated innate immunity, which mediates inflammatory cascade that leads to immune complex deposition and ultimately autoimmune hepatitis. All these activated pathways and cellular responses eventually converge on a common molecular route centered around TGF-beta1 release. This leads to satellite cell activation, excessive ECM synthesis, matrix remodeling, And finally, formation of fibrotic tissue with collagen deposition, scar formation, and structural distortion. All these events and pathways results in established cirrhosis, a state characterized by nodular regeneration, bridging fibrosis, severe functional impairment, and irreversible liver damage. So this is what liver cirrhosis is. I hope you like the video. If you like it, give it a thumbs up. Do consider supporting my work on Patreon and YouTube, and make sure to subscribe to the channel. Thanks.